Get closer. That still works. Still works. Still works.
Hello and welcome back to another Technology Guru video. Here you can see my desktop behind me, you can see me here in the webcam, you can see my microphone. All of this is a scene. Now when you start and open a video game, that is going to be a part of your scene as well, but you need to go ahead and get the settings configured first, and then you can start streaming within OBS. First thing you need to do, go down here where you see the scenes tab right here and click the addition symbol. It's going to say add a scene. We're going to go ahead and call it scene 2. You can name that whatever you want to name it. Now when you create a new scene, you're going to see this. Just black is all you're going to see. So now once you have a scene created, you need to go ahead and add sources. So now what we're going to want to do is click the addition symbol here underneath sources to add our first source. Now, the first source that I always like to add is my video capture device. Now, the video capture device is going to be your webcam. Now, I already have one set up as my webcam, but we'll go ahead and plugged in, and you go ahead and click OK. And the last thing I want to show you here is cam and drag this wherever I want, full screen like that. That's a little much for me right now, so we're going to drag it down to the lower left, which is where you might want to drag it within your scene. Now, once you've added your video capture device, you then want to go and change the settings and go ahead and start setting up your audio for your microphone. I'm doing this in the steps that I would normally do when I'm setting up my OBS to stream or to live stream. Now, go ahead and over in the right-hand corner, you're going to see something here that says settings. Now, if we go to settings, click on settings, we're going to see a few different things. I'm going to walk you through all of these step by step. Now, under general, there's really not much that I change here. I leave all of this the same. A lot of this is basically aesthetic stuff that basically changes the way OBS looks or the way you experience their user interface. So I'm really not going to change anything here. The main thing here is going to be under stream. Now, under stream, you've got stream type. So it's going to be a streaming service. Now, custom streaming server, we're not going to cover that in today's video. If that's something you want, I'll do streaming on YouTube or YouTube gaming. Whatever service you're using, you're going to have a coinciding stream key. If you don't know how to find your Twitch or YouTube stream key, I will have the 2 videos that I've done showing you how to find those specific stream keys in the description of this video. You've got to log into YouTube, log into Twitch, navigate to your information for your account, get the stream key, paste it here where it says stream key. Once you've done that, you need to go down, always click the apply button in the bottom right-hand corner when you've made and completed all of the changes that you want to make to set up your OBS. So once I've clicked apply, I'm done. You've got it set up, you've got Twitch, you've got your stream control, a few different things. Now, not only can you stream with OBS, but you can also record. Now, I don't really prefer the recording options, and OBS is more for a 4K monitor. You can rescale it to be is going to determine that really the stream is struggling or it's handling it very. Go ahead and click apply right here at the bottom right. Leave your sample rate at 44.1. You want your channels to be set to stereo. Now here's where it gets interesting. The desktop audio device. Now mine is going to be set up as the speakers because this is how I have my setup going in. But normally you may have this set up to default. Like if you have your computer plugged into, like your speakers plugged into your headphone jack, just leave it as default. If you leave it as default, you can never go wrong there, but you menu, select the one that's a microphone, apply. Native resolution for that is 2560 by 14p is okay. You can do that. Again, start create. It's going to allow us to. Now, once you have all of that set up, you then go back to your sources and start creating your scene once again. Now, the next source that I like to add is called a display capture. So if you go up here, go to add and then go to display capture, it's going to allow us to capture our desktop. So for me, I have mine set up as screen capture here, but you go to create new here and then click OK. And that's basically going to allow you to record your display. So I've got multiple displays. I'm going to go ahead and choose the one here, the one that's over on my left-hand side, and then click OK. Now, as you can see, this covered up my webcam. Now, sources work very similar to layers in Photoshop. If we go to our sources panel, click and hold, drag that below the webcam, there I am. The webcam is always going to be on top because that's obviously what you're going to want to be on top of. I go ahead and launch a game. So if I go ahead and launch my battle.net launcher, and then I go and open up a game within the battle.net launcher, then if I open up Hearthstone, basically it will open up on top of the display and it will show a full screen or whatever is able to play Hearthstone here, and you can see the game. So here's the game, here's my face. We've already got that done with display capture. Now, you may have to, depending on the game, you may have to click add here and then go to game capture. Now, some games, depending on if they go full screen or whatever, it's a little weird. You may have to capture the game with game capture, but for the most part, you can do display capture. I like doing display capture because it gives you a little more control as the person in charge of the stream. So as you can see here now, anything that I do over here on my other monitor with my game, I'm going to be able to see here on top of the live stream, just like you see here. So that's kind of how that works. Now, let's talk about a couple of other things that you may want to add to your scene to kind of give it a little more pizzazz, right?